change Kevin's name to Shuffle King. See the king of shuffling?
Only if he does a double lift on camera.
The double lift. Yeah.
The double lift.
All right.
All right, so anyways, thank you guys so much for rejoining us for round 3. According to a lot of people, this is where the tournament actually begins, now that we've got all the rounds.
This is where all the buys are gone.
So a lot of players, Long, Patrick, Jeff Jones, Ben Leverett, Zach Leverett, all these guys getting their first game of the day after not having to really be here yet. So
I think it was Pat that said there was like 50 round but 1 buys or something.
Yep.
Probably a decent amount round 2.
At least 100 round 1s and 50 round 2s.
Okay, that's
I think is what he said. But yeah, it's so it's funny because all these guys that got buys now essentially all got paired together. So Jeff Jones is playing against Ben Leverett. We have Johnny Nagel against Christian Georges. It's all these players playing against other players who got buys. So it's just it's entertaining. Longdow, the Australian.
He's not Australian, is he?
No, he's Austrian.
Yeah.
Definitely Austrian.
Well, he could be from Australia and moved to Austria.
So, anyways, we're a little over 500 viewers right now. Don't forget to be spreading the word. Get people in here and watching.
Yeah, please do that.
It's gonna be awesome. We're going into round 3. It's gonna be a great game. Long is not playing hand artifact trap tricks.
That's what he told me he was playing.
Well,
I asked him like 3 minutes ago.
Okay. Well then, I don't know. I thought that he was. They continuously just said, "Oh, it's just bad deck," but maybe he is playing it because I know he was playing Mermails for the longest time. So.
Huh.
I know he and Marcelo were definitely schooling Scott last night on the usage of Mermails.
Beginning our award ceremonies. We'll just take a few minutes at the beginning of this round and the next 4.
Sweet.
We'll be beginning with what is known as the ARG Circuit Series Spirit Award.
We are beginning with the ARG Circuit Series Spirit Award.
For a player with the top credentials of the past year or anything along those lines. Instead, this is an award to recognize community involvement, sportsmanship, citizenship, and how well this individual has contributed
Can't
to
see
the
anything.
culture and game. The winner of this award is none other than one of our
Whoa,
feature match
that's you.
riders,
Ah, it's me.
and Senyez.
I don't know if you guys can hear it over our mics.
Matches. So let's give a round of applause as Corey walks off.
They make him walk all the way.
I know, they make him walk all the way up there.
At the feature matches, at any point during the tournament, he's been at numerous ARG Circuit Series events. He's a real asset to our coverage. So congratulations.
Corey won the Spirit Award. Unfortunately, we don't have a camera up there, but I hope you guys can hear it now. I'm probably really loud now.
And on that note, welcome to round 3.
Corey was in a pretty devastating accident.
One additional note for those people who were not here when we made the original announcements. For those of you with the 2 buys that were not here, there are no draws in this event today. You will still proceed to the 5-turn end of my procedure, and if we are still tied in game 3, you will keep going until we have a change in life points at the end of the turn. If you have any questions, I'll ask one of my judges. On that note, welcome to round 3 of 11. You have 40 minutes. You may begin.
All right. And then with that handshake, we're beginning the round, most likely.
Yes.
Oh. Now we're beginning the round. All right, so once again, congratulations to Corey.
And like they were saying, there is no draws. Every match must have a winner this
Yep.
tournament.
Absolutely. So, it's potentially a hat mirror match. No, I'm pretty sure that those were mermails, like I was saying. I think I just saw a gun.
Well, he told me he was playing hat, so.
Well, let's before we put anything in there, let's see. Yeah, that's definitely mermail, like I said.
Fine.
Maybe he's playing Matt. Mermail artifact trap tricks.
So I'll just open with the trap tricks and say that, since that's all we've seen.
So Kevin searching for a bottomless, electing to go first, even though he's going to be down in card advantage. So now Long gets to kind of put to the test his theory of always go second. So let's see if he's in a better place because of it. Watts versus Hunders would be amazing to watch.
I disagree.
What do you mean you disagree?
I'd rather watch decks that matter.
Nonsense.
If they're the best deck, maybe.
All right, so Long getting to go make his first turn of the game. Kevin only setting a bottomless in one other card for the with the Mermelio. So he got his 6th card thanks to the Mermelio. So he did start technically in the same position as Long, but Long's about to just go super plus. Because title in the grave arguably better than title in your hand.
Oh, definitely.
So we know that he has the gun in hand. He has a marksman now. I don't know exactly what else he's pulled so far, but I imagine we'll find out pretty quickly. He has to bait out the bottomless before he can really continue and just kind of go in on him. Right now he's just trying to crash, though. He has to bait out the bottomless before he can summon title.
Oh, yeah, definitely. If he loses title, he'll be like
So I
in
think
a really bad position.
It's a card car, a fire hand. Every time he flashes by it, it looks like a light sworn wolf, and I know that that's not the case. It's a moral talk. Okay, he just hasn't said it.
Sure, it's not wolf.
Pretty sure it's not.
It's not Lahat.
Lat.
Halat. Haddle.
Yep. So card car, set, moral talk, draw 2. Draw into pot of duality, and is that trap stun? No, deep prison. So he has deep prison. So there's Moulin Glacia, Teus, marksman gunned. So if he can get Moulin Glacia off, that's pretty devastating. So we'll see what actually ends up happening here. So marksman targeting. That wasn't the newly set, was it? Because if it's the moral talk, then that can hurt. Yep, it was the moral talk. So he just made the wrong guess. But he gets. It was a 1-for-1 because now he gets to search his deck for another mermail card. And he still has the gun in hand. I can't tell quite what that spell is.
Where?
The one that Long that Long has in his hand. Yes, Alex Sierra. It was a 1-for-1. He discarded marksman to destroy the card. Yeah, he lost the Teus in it, but he went. So that's 2 cards that he traded. No, I guess it is just. It's a -1 because the Moral Talk came back. Yeah. I'm not thinking.
It was a play.
It was
There
a
was
play.
Advantage to Kevin.
So, Summon Turge, discard Gund.
Get Pike.
Yeah, Medina won last round. Both Alexes, in fact.
Yep, both feature match Alex's one.
So,
That's a
and
bottomless.
that puts Long in a really good position then, because now he gets to do his nonsensical stuff. He's already normal summoned for the turn, though, so there is that. And that Soul Charge, that was the card that I couldn't see.
Is Turge a 1700?
17, yes. So Longdow adding Undyne off of the spike as I give my best William Shatner impersonation. Long pauses between all my words.
I don't know about your impression, man. Sorry.
And there's Soul Charge. Soul Charge for 4. Just go all in.
Good thing that bottomless is out of the way.
Exactly. That's what he was just trying to get rid of. So he can't attack this turn, but I don't think it's honestly going to matter. I wonder if he plays the Levier to get back the Pike.
Oh, man. The plays.
The plays for days. Yep, he does play the Levier. This is the unfortunate downside to not being able to hear exactly what's going on, because in the chat they are talking about, oh, did Marksman miss its mandatory timing, or, things like that. Trying to figure out where things are, but...
Yeah. I don't know.
So, Gaios, it's a good card. 101 to take the moral talk. Put a big body on the field.
Oh, yeah. Big floater.
It is an arc.
Yep. Is a shark also.
It is, in fact, a silent honor arc. That shark.
That might actually be why they made it a floater that can just detach and stay. Because it's both a boat and a shark. All right.
Boats.
Boats. There needs to be more boat cards.
Well, Michael Clazel would say there are plenty of boat cards.
What's he say about that?
I don't remember I don't remember what it actually means, but he calls his Highlander deck where it's just like he can only play one of each card. He calls it boat.
But best of all time.
Probably.
Because I know goat is greatest of all time.
That's Firehand. 200.
200.
Who it poppin'?
Pop, pop.
Oh. Gaios in the grave. So that's 6 waters, but he's got tidal, so he can just banish a few of them. Well, that ice hand's not really going to do him much good right here. Not a lot you can do with a card where there's no targets. Dark Mushi, you're now my favorite person ever for the fact that you mentioned Arc from Final Fantasy IX. Because that's all I think of. Because that's what he looks like. He looks like the Arc. It's great.
It was intended.
Mm-hmm. That's a lot of cards in the back row. It's a lot of cards in the back
It's
row.
only like 1 or 2. Oh, wait, that back row, yeah. Title. No torrential.
Nope. But now he can get one of them back. Sanctum. The others were buffled.
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 It's like getting buffaloed.
Buffaloed. So, what's he going to target? Or not target, quote, quote. What's he going to destroy? He could hit the Leviator or the Tidal at this point.
Depending on what he thinks Long has.
Yeah.
I might hit the Leviator because it's just a free monster, but Tidal could make rank 7s. Yeah, he goes for the Leviator. That's probably what I would have done. But I'm not the greatest duelist.
Ah, apparently Clazel's listening in, so it's called Boat because it's a one-of deck of nothing but machines, gears, and water.
Oh, I get it.
Mm-hmm. Always Johnny on the spot with the explanations there. So he got rid of the Leviator.
Warning the
Boom.
Undyne. Holy Glacier, holy crap. Now that's a card.
Yep.
The guy's like, oh, okay.
So no Dionea plays for him. Bam. The attack's too strong. Does he have a D prison? D prison. So no damage dealt, but Long in the better position, leaving Kevin with one solitary card.
Now a second.
Which could in fact be an artifact. Nope, it's Pot of Duality. Forgot about that one.
It's good top.
but that doesn't really do much for him right
Yeah.
there.
Bottomless is gone. So he can't get that with Murmillo, and Murmillo's just not going to help too much because he already has established monsters on the board, so he goes with the Book of Moon. At worst, it can stop him from losing the game.
Yeah. 'Cause he does still have a lot of life points, 5,800. So he's got time to get through. Really,
I
just
thought he put it in the grave by accident.
depends on what he drew. So if that's a fire hand, that could put him back in the
I
game.
like how he kind of like shuffled his hand before he did that,
Mm-hmm.
even though it's one of each.
One of each. Hey, you never know. Could be a Silver Sentinel. Except he doesn't have
I don't know what that
cards in his
does.
hand. It's a monster you can set as a spell.
Oh,
And then Book of Moon is a monster, of course.
that's what I was wondering.
Looks like Johnny Nagel's match finished up. Figure out how they did.
Oh,
Johnny. Chris, who won? Christian got it? All right, Christian Georges beating out Johnny Nagel in round 3. Okay, so can't attack. He knows that. So it was a fire hand. So that did put him back in the game. Ish. Long drawing.
he set a card against the ice hand.
I mean, he has he has one of two choices. He attacks into that. Oh, never mind. His choice is just opened up because he drew his other Dynea.
Yep. What does long run for back row though?
I mean, my first instinct for the only reason that he would set it would be that it's a sphere, and so if he does attack arc and blow it up, he just
Yes.
goes sphere, lind, blah.
Yeah,
But I feel like that.
but I mean, does he run any like traditional back row, like torrential or anything?
I'm not sure. So Dynea getting the bottomless back. That's something that a lot of people don't remember that it does. Whenever Dynea is special summoned, it gets a trap hole card back.
But it
But
gets banished if you don't use it.
yeah, banished in the next your next.
End phase.
I think it's your opponent's next end phase. I think
I think it's yours.
it's either your next end
We'll-
phase or your
we'll-
opponent's next. We're finding it out. Dweller's a card. Overlaying the ice hand. So
The end phase is your next turn.
okay. So he's gonna just run over the lind. Attack for 100, so 100 damage to long. He has I think it's marksman lead in his hand right now. So we'll see where that actually takes him.
Oh, it's boosted because he used the water.
Yep.
Nifty play.
Sanctum? Or not Sanctum, Ignition? Yep. So he still has no titles banished from D Prison. So he's still pretty down right now. He draws Emptiness. That doesn't do really anything against an established board, so he just kind of has to set it out.
Yep. That
So
gets
bottomless
banished.
was banished in the last end phase, but obviously it didn't make a difference. Oh yeah, it's this end phase that it'll happen, so. Activating Dweller before attacking. So it is kind of good for Long, because now he can't, now he only takes 1700, but he also can activate effects in his next turn if he gets something that is usable. And it was not. He drew Megalo, so Megalo lead in hand, not the greatest. So anyways, we're going into game 2. So between game 2, we're going to go ahead and cut to a quick commercial break. So thank you guys so much. We'll be right back with more Circuit Series action. All right, so we're getting back here into game 2. So Long gets to choose going first or second, so we'll see if he holds true to his dedication of going second right now. I think I just saw that we're at 586 viewers in the chat right now. So
Awesome.
you guys are legit, literally, as I say that, dropping to 567. Jerks. Anyways, spread the word. Get more people in here. The more people that are in here, the more awesome it is. The more fun it is for you because you have more people to entertain you during the downtime. It's just too much fun. So, apparently the chat was cleared by a moderator.
All right, cool. I was Bowden. You know what? I'll do it for you, Bowden.
Just give him a timeout. Don't worry about it.
That person's trolled us all yesterday, too.
Yeah, you're right. Oh, was that Kate Upton?
Yep.
Ah.
I gave him a chance.
All right, so Long sticking to his guns, letting Kevin go first. Marmelio into bottomless. Seems like a pretty solid first turn play, just like last time.
It's just such a disgusting play because it makes going first like not a negative.
It is, and that's
Essentially.
how any card that is going to let you just
Yeah.
net free cards is going to be.
Undyne comes out.
Undyne.
Controller.
Yep, so he's got to grab the controller. Is he sending Dragoons or is he sending Marksmen? Really depends on what his hand is. I can't quite tell. I think that's a sphere. So sending Dragoons. So it's a sphere. And adding Marksman. So he's probably got the Teus in hand.
He wants to pop those back rows.
Pop them back rows.
He knows one's bottomless, but who knows what could be moral attack.
So he does have Teus in hand. His Soul Charge. Good card. Soul Charge, good card. But he's just going to set some cards and pass. We'll see how Kevin responds. So he's got a Fire Hand and Banisher. Yeah, Fire Hand and Banisher in hand.
Someone asked, why is it better for Water to go second against Hat? It's mostly just, Long really likes going second because he gets the extra card. I think it's more of a player preference.
Yeah, he likes getting the extra card.
I mean, Mermail likes getting an extra card too. So
Yeah.
that could be it. But I think against hands, it's just not a good choice.
The biggest thing about it against hands is all their cards turn into 1-for-1s, and Mermails tend to excel in 1-for-1 trade situations.
I just think like being able to win game 1 and then going first game 2 as well. That's crazy because you have your side in stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's Banisher.
Yeah, Banisher's unfortunately
Is that 400?
stronger than Undyne. 400 damage.
I can never remember if Undyne's 12 or 13 or what.
Gozen would actually be really good against Hat if Banisher was not sided in, because now he can still use all of his artifacts. He can still use Banisher.
Do you think Rivalry or Gozen's better against Hat?
Rivalry is definitely better.
That's what I think. Is he running both?
No, I don't believe so, because Rivalry can hurt Mermail a lot.
True.
We saw it yesterday in Pat's game against Frazier.
The aspect of hands.
We are not currently dropping any frames at the moment, so if you are experiencing lag, it's unfortunately most likely your connection to your computer. So I would try refreshing the stream and see if that fixes it.
Or lower the quality setting if you can. Apparently Kelvin Silver's 3-0.
Has to Soul Charge for 1. Just to get a monster strong enough to kill the Banisher. But he's got the Bottomless. He knows he has the Bottomless.
He's not bottomlessing?
Nope, no Bottomless at the moment at least.
Maybe he wants his Banisher to die? I don't know. Or he's probably just saving it, like.
Yeah, I mean, he knows.
Stuff.
Yeah, he's got the Sanctum, so.
True. Does the same thing, but you get a monster.
But he's just going to pop the Gozen, so.
Yep.
So Long's floodgate card is gone, but Kevin still has his. So 300 damage, followed by 32 if they all attack. Oh, nope. Sphere coming down. Just to protect his life points, because that's a lot of damage he would eat.
Yep. He would have been at 15.
Just get lead out of the way.
Yeah, Lee's just it's a big beater.
He can still squeak in some damage because he can attack with the fire hand.
Couldn't he bottomless this?
Yeah, he could just bottomless it too, because it's not during damage step or anything like that.
And yep.
Bottomless, so then 3,200 damage.
Yep. Yeah.
Dark Hole would be a good card right here.
Oh, yep. Lead should be banished.
I think that is all.
That should, okay, that is.
They're all
banished.
banished.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
Sometimes you confuse them.
Well, title's still a card, so that's good.
You might have a Sanctum. Might have any number of things. Warning. Prison. That's how we got rid of title in the first game.
We have a very special guest in the chat right now. We have Messengelato in the chat.
Holy crap. Yep, prison. Knew it. Yeah, that's
All right.
2 of 3.
So I'll have to remember to ask him
2-0.
about that going first there. You got whether or not that would have helped him to get around that first turn.
Yeah.
The first turn bottomless really hurt him in both those games because he couldn't do the plays that he wanted to try and do. And then